What's up, everybody? This is Douglas Befford coming to you real quick, real live, to give you a lesson on one thing that you need to know first before you spend any money, on online marketing. You have to understand online traffic. So real quick, we're going to do this under 5 minutes because if you get the gist of this, everything makes sense from here on out. And if you have any questions about online traffic, find me on Instagram, just DM me at passivemg and or email me at Douglas at passivemovement.com. You can also find my links here in this link tree. But let's get to this lesson. So there are two types of traffic. There is organic traffic and paid traffic. Organic is what it sounds like. It's free. It grows slowly. You don't know how it grows, but it grows naturally, more or less. It's competitive because every time a website comes out in the same niche, it's more competition, and you have to naturally compete over it. It's almost like natural selection in the jungle. And so about organic traffic. Example of organic traffic is this: your Instagram page. The followers that you get that naturally come to your page, you don't pay for that. They're by whatever search algorithm that is in Instagram, and the type of content that you put out draws people to you. And then the more content you put out that's based upon your niche, your followers grow. And if you're using this as a source of getting clients, then you want to focus your attention on putting content that is qualified towards your type of people that need your type of service. So for me, I put out stuff on marketing. I have a podcast. I have photos of me showing strategies on a whiteboard. I'm showing results from clients. I'm showing events that I went to. You kind of could tell, like, this dude's about marketing and he likes getting Curious George drunk with Irish whiskey. So I got that going on. Then next is paid traffic. So paid traffic is fast. It gets to the point. It's when you want an immediate result. There's a few things that you have to know. Like, you have to have, before you put a lot of money into paid traffic, you got to know that there's an audience for it. And then you have to know that your message to that audience, it's something that they want to hear. And then you also have to know that audience can afford what you want to sell. If you have all three of those lined up, and this again will be on a PDF, so you can actually read through this and have this in your own notes, but you should be taking notes also on some of the stuff I'm saying, because it kind of brings it all together. But again, paid traffic is if you want like an immediate response to the message that you're putting out based on that criteria. Again, like, one, that it connects to the audience, two, that or it's going to that audience, the audience wants to hear it, and then the audience can afford what you're selling. And then that's when you scale it. Once those criteria are hit, that's when you add money. You just don't throw money at an ad and then expect it to work. You have to make sure it actually connects to the people that you want, and then that they can afford your service. So these are the channels that are also the same as organic, that are also paid platforms, because that's how these companies make money on online advertisement. That's pretty much it. So that's on one side. But the second side is understanding the behavior of your traffic. So that means, like, say I'm the customer. I'm Douglas, and I'm the customer, and I'm searching for the best IV drip therapy in New York because I was partying the night before and I'm hungover and I'm sick and I need to go away. I remember hearing on a podcast that if I do IV drip therapy that I will be healthy. So I type that in and then I click the button and there it is. It's right on top. I don't have to think about it. I just click, and that's how Google makes money. They have a bid strategy to whoever pays the most gets the first spot. That's pretty much it. And they have this thing called the fold, meaning all these advertisements are below the fold before organic happens. Like these companies naturally got to this point. People reviewed them, they went to their website, they chose this to be their number one. But these companies wanted to bypass all that and skip to it. But they also, if they're good, which they probably are because they're spending money, hopefully, they tested all this stuff, meaning they knew if they typed in mobile IV drip NYC, IV therapy delivered to you. If I read that, I know what it is. And then this next line here is book today, nurses will come, same day appointments. You kind of know what you're getting. You're good to go. So there it is. And then that's understanding. So that's understanding traffic behavior. That means like I'm searching for a certain thing. That's what I mean by organic and paid, meaning I'm typing in a certain phrase, a certain problem into a search engine, and then it shows up my solution. I type my problem into the search bar, my solution comes up. The person is actively looking for a solution, but then the next is disruptive. Disruptive is interesting, meaning if you go on Facebook, you're not going to Facebook to check out ads. You're going to check in on your friends. So you're looking, you're scrolling, and then you're like, oh, what's this? And so this is a sponsored ad because not too long ago, I actually went on a website, this one here, and so this is a lesson that I was going to get into later, but we could jump into it now. This is called Facebook retargeting, meaning that if you go to a website, it's kind of like when you go to, it's kind of like it's kind of like if you go to this website, you click around, and then if you go to Facebook, you're going to see an ad for it. The way this works is that you're able to put this thing called a pixel. So I have this on my Chrome web extension to where I can see if a pixel is on a website. A pixel allows you to travel back, allows you to collect data on your website, and then use that data to then put back on Facebook to run ads based on the behavior of people that were on your website. I think that made sense. I know it did. I know you got it, but don't you worry about it because I'm going to write that all down on a PDF that you can read later. So another part of this is the hook. So when you're trying to disrupt somebody, there's this formula called hook, story, offer, meaning that like, what is the line that's going to grab my attention? So, this doesn't have the best hook, but it has a pretty good story. But Priv IV, okay. So beat the dreaded hangover and book your personalized IV. And probably why it doesn't have a good hook, because this is a retargeting ad, meaning it already knows that I went to this site, so it's reintroducing it. The hook would have been me going to this website, knowing what it is. The story is this part, like telling you exactly what something does. And then the offer is free yourself from the hangover. Book an appointment now. If that makes sense, but let's keep scrolling. Let's find another ad. Let's not waste too much time. So hook, here it is right here for this. This is actually a website platform that I built. This website that you came into to check out this this course that we're in. So the hook, the one funnel challenge away starts next Monday. So that's like, okay, something starts next Monday. A story. I handpicked an incredible team to make sure that you execute. Okay, so this is telling you what will happen if you join this one funnel away challenge. And then the offer. Join us in the next One Funnel Away challenge that starts on September 2nd. Register before it's too late. So the offer is join us, and then click on it, and then there you go. So that's a powerful thing, because like if you're looking and scrolling, you're looking through your friends and your dogs, and then you look, this little emoji catches your eye, and it's going to make you go back this way. And the One Funnel Away challenge starts next Monday. You're like, what is the One Funnel Challenge Way? You know that the time is coming up soon for it to, next Monday's coming. And then the story I handpicked, so you're understanding the story is pulling you in, and from that story, you have the opportunity to do something. So it's to join the One Funnel Away challenge. That's interesting. Actually, I did the One Funnel challenge not too long ago. Actually, a little bit a year ago, and a little over a year ago, and it kind of put me on this journey to doing all this stuff now. So it's kind of crazy. Anyway, that's disruption. So real quick to give a quick overview, there's two types of traffic. There's organic traffic, where you put out enough content and let people come back to you based upon the type of content you put out. Google or Instagram, even LinkedIn, Facebook on your personal business page will make you seen when people search for you. But if you're paid traffic, you get to override all that and be on top of all the searches, because you pay to leapfrog over everybody. Paid traffic is a quick solution to wanting to be seen, to getting attention, and organic is something that you earn through putting out content that people want to see, but you have to wait for them to grow. Your presence. You have to wait for your presence to grow based upon people searching and liking the stuff that you put out there. And there's two types of behavior for searching for traffic. Someone that's trying to solve a quick pain. They're like, I have a problem. Let me type in a search. Give me a solution. Organic / paid. And then there's disruption, meaning like you're paying to put yourself in front of somebody, and hopefully the thing that you say speaks to that someone in that group that you advertise to then get hooked by you, read your story, what it may be, and then take you up on your offer. And that's how you get a new customer. I hope that helps. Again, if you have any questions, email me or message me. But let's keep this lesson going.